So another part of red pill, I have a question. Do you guys think body count matters?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
Is this for both genders?
Yeah.
For women, let's say for women.
Yes.
And then for do women then men. So
Okay.
Oh, not for men, no.
no, matters for, yeah, go ahead.
Women, yes. Men, not so much.
Okay.
Yeah, I must admit, I kind of think the same way. Like, it's more important for a woman to be having the lowest like body count as possible. For a lot of men, like they do like the fact that like having high body counts is a good thing and stuff like that. But I believe for most men, the most important thing is, at least if you're like experienced and stuff like that, doesn't have to be like with so many partners, but you could be having a lot of repetitions with those partners and stuff like that. As long as you know what you're doing, basically.
No.
Neither? Okay.
I don't think it. I think it only matters how it's put out there. Because a woman can have a high body count, nobody knows about it. She carries herself, or even men would know about it, and she carries herself different. Men would treat her different. But you can have somebody with a high body count, not even as high as that woman's body count, and it's all out there for everyone to see. It's all over the internet.
Yeah, that is another factor as well. That is super true as well. Like a lot of people like to be more private and stuff like that, and you know, if you're there with someone that is known for doing certain things and stuff like that, it's a bit crazy still. That could be worse. It'll be worse for guys just to be shamed by other guys just because they know they slept with a few people than like guys being with a woman that no one knows her history and stuff like that because she's very discreet.
Then it matters. Because you must know women that have got high body counts and you still respect them because of the way they carry themselves. And normally it's the older woman, not the younger woman. Because there's lots of older women out there with high body counts and people still respect them. They're the aunties, they're the grandmas.
Yeah.
But then you get the young women now and they got a high body count. And it's like a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say it makes you less valuable
Yep.
to men, though, the more men you sleep with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But women don't know that because they're always trying to get that better man.
What women don't know that? Women definitely know that.
What?
No, it's like a code.
If they did, why would they be sleeping with so many
Because
men? If they knew what body count mattered, why would they bother?
Because they lie.
Yeah, I'll just a quick stat. Only 30%.
This guy.
Wait. When a woman gets married and she's a virgin, she has an 80% chance of a happy marriage. If she slept with more than 5 people, it drops to 30%.
Oh, wow.
That means that I'm at 2%. But do you know what I mean? I'm also, do you know what I mean? I've got to be at 2% or something like that.
Yeah, and it's not like the end all. It's not saying like every single girl that slept around, like that's her fate. But it's, I think to say that like sleeping around is good for women is kind of a lie that feminism teaches. Go ahead.
I think it's bad for women. I think it's bad for both, but more so for women because
I must admit, yeah, I know a lot of people talk about how feminism is bad for women and stuff like that, but I do want to mention how it is very bad for a lot of men as well. Because a lot of men, they don't see like having a family is like an important thing, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of guys that would be doing it just for kind of like doing its sake. There's a lot of guys that because they take that role, they don't really do it properly, if that makes sense. But with that being said, there is plenty of fathers out here that is putting in the mad work. And you can even tell by looking at a lot of their children, you can tell like when a family's got like a good dad as well. Like when, you know, like there's a lot more people that's like happy in the family and stuff like that. Everyone's being productive. You know what I mean? Like everything is very balanced and stuff like that.
with men, there's a pride attached to it. With women, there's a stigma attached to it.
Yeah.
So I think nowadays the women are trying to turn that stigma into pride, and it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying.
That's where the modern women get lost because that stigma of having a high body count is no longer there. They're wearing it with pride.
I think it also, like from a male point of view, it also depends on the people she slept with to a point as well.
Yeah, as men, we do like judge women on who they sleep with and stuff like that as well. Like that is a factor, 100% with a lot of men. But with that being said, there is a lot of men that also don't really care. Like if there's someone that's willing to be with them, they're willing to be with them. Then that's good enough in in their book. So just to be said.
Because if, for example, say you live in one of those areas and a lot of people know each other, one of men's biggest, I don't want to say nightmares, but hang-ups is bumping into another guy, like, oh, I know your girl, like, I know her.
So sorry, I think you got actually the point. So body count for men. So when you're approaching a girl, because it actually touching your confidence. So since you know that your women actually slept with 10, 20 other men, you like losing confidence.
Like when women go through those things, like we do have less confidence that she would be like a good wife, girl, all of these things. We're most likely just gonna want to smash and dash, you know what I mean? I hope she's going with that. Like if she's saying by that all of a sudden the confidence within ourselves go down, like I don't really see that being a factor for most men. I can see that being a factor for a few guys, like maybe 1 out of every 10, 20, something like that, probably. But yeah, it's not really a big thing still.
And your worry, your first worry is get to know the
Yeah,
person
you don't.
Exactly.
she
You don't-
slept with.
Well-
So it's about you, not about us.
Well, but if you give something away for free, it's not valuable. So if you
It's
if
not
you
give it for free.
well, if
You're
you're
not
if you're
giving for
if you're
free.
giving it to a lot of people, it's not valuable.
So why that doesn't go both of ways?
Because we are both not the same. Like males and females are very different. Like when like in every scenario in history, like men get punished different to women. Like it's always a different thing. There's always there's always yin and yang to life. It has to be like that. Like, and I realized that when women want to play things the same as men, they are going against, like, in my opinion, their true nature. In my opinion, it's the same thing when men want to play, like, want to pretend to be like doing things like females would tend to be doing and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that men can't be, like, like be in touch with their like feminine side and stuff like that, or playful side, learn how to approach things calmer and stuff like that. But you can't be doing that majority of the time, because you would fuck up as a guy, in my opinion. And as a female, like when females are like moving like in their mind, like saying, oh, they're gonna move like a guy, most of the time that's how a lot of them would tend to be looking at a lot of mistakes. And because of the build-up of all those mistakes, it's too much to be accountable for. So yeah, that's the kind of the trap that a lot of what people say modern women today fall into. At least that's what I've observed. And if anyone wants to put your opinion down below, feel free. I'm always up for conversations, whatever.
Right, because men and women are different. Women are born with value, where men have to create their value. So for you
Yep.
to want to sleep with a guy, he's got to be tall, he's got to be good.
Every man in history is only valued because of what he created, either for the kingdom, for his family, for his people, for, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's why we hold scientists to a high status, you know what I mean? Because when these men are inventing stuff, like, they're literally changing lives, because that's how important inventing is to men. And for women, it is very important to be, like, learning the art of preserving, because, like, it's not, I feel like it's natural, because women want to, like, when women have children, they want to preserve, like, children being as children and stuff like that. Well, like, a lot of men tend to, like, want to try, like, push the, like, son to try to do more manly things, because he wants to make sure he's ready for the world and all of these things, you know what I mean? There's always that, like, kind of balance, if that makes sense.
Looking, he's got to have a job, like he has to do things. 1 out of 3 men under 30 are virgins or haven't had sex in the past year, and women are sleeping with 5 to 20% of guys. So the reason, like, women hate men is because we're all sleeping with the same ones.
I'm not agree
Wow,
about
these are
this,
amazing
honestly.
stats.
And I must admit, that, like, a lot of people think, that is just because it's just up to the women that men a lot of men are becoming virgins and stuff like that. Like, from what I've seen, a lot of guys, they just realize that, like, they've seen a lot of guys there's a lot of guys that's watched other guys, yeah, that has literally seen bare man waste money, waste time, chasing girl. So a lot of man has got hobbies like camping, all sorts of like projects. That's why there's a lot more guys like pursuing what they actually want in the last few years. From what I have seen, like, in my opinion, there is a lot more people that's literally trying to like build a side hustle, do whatever they can to like proper self-improve, from what I have seen. So that is a factor. But of course, there's going to be a lot of those guys that still want female attention but can't get it because how they approach women. And I must say, for guys that like, they're not really attractive and stuff like that, they're really playing it rigged, especially if you want to do online dating. Online dating, it relies on because the personality and that I see a lot of guys have, it's better off they just meeting women in real life. But at the same time, with that being said, a lot of them are scared to approach a woman, and yeah, those are factors as well. I just want to mention all of that quickly.
Because the fact you, as he said, the fact you slept with multiple men or whatever, how many they are, doesn't really, it depends. Like, was you actually in a relationship with him? Or it was just occasional thing, you know?
Yeah, I agree with what she's saying. Like, if you're just pretty much, you know, like going from fling to fling, the chances of you building a bond with someone that you marry and actually like work together and stuff like that does dramatically drop. Like, that's just the way it is. And if you're there having relationships with people and you've had a few failed relationships, then fair enough, you've had a few failed relationships. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion.
And I also accept occasional stuff, like, because, you know, like if you match someone and you just want to enjoy your day, there's nothing wrong with that. And there's honestly no one allow a man to tell me I'm less valuable than someone else that had sex just once.
Well, it's not.
Like,
it's not who you are.
because my body gonna be the same body, and myself gonna be the same person after 10, 20 men. It won't change.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't fully agree with that. Like, personally, like I've seen plenty of like people that have like girlfriends that like switch it up all of a sudden all the time, and you're saying you're on the same thing, but you're always in the habit of switching things up. And yeah, like it or not, like, you're just gonna end up different from bare different experiences. You can't say you're gonna be the same. It doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Like, if I never went to the gym ever, and then all of a sudden for a year I go to the gym, I can't be like I'm the same. You know what I mean? Doesn't really make sense, in my opinion.
It's not anything about who you are as a person, but it's what men value. So you can't so you can't go up to guys and say don't value this, because it's what they want. So that's like me selling a car and going up to the people that want to buy a car and say, like this car, and they say, no, I don't want to buy that car because it's got too many miles. And you saying, well, you should like cars with high miles.
Yeah,
like
but
that
you cannot compare a car with the women. Honestly, we're talking about completely different
a car
stuff.
can be fixed, so women can't get no title like that, because when she's saying that, nobody's gonna know. You have about 30 men. You're gonna be as loose as hell. The men know.
And like the thing
You
is,
do know.
Auntie is on point still, because it's true. Like, if you're having like 30 men and all of that, like, the chances of you being loose, it is extremely up there still. Unless you're doing some mad exercises, some mad stuff still. Auntie's on point still. Don't mess with Auntie.
At the end of the day, if a woman sleeps with loads of men, she's a slut. If a man sleeps with loads of women, he's a stud.
Yeah.
So that goes to show from the beginning. And I'm sorry, but
we didn't
No, you
make that
can't.
rule as well.
no,
by the way.
but that's the way it is.
Yeah,
If
it
that's
is,
the way it
I
is, that's the
agree.
way it is. And at the end of the day,
Exactly, that's kind of the way it is, because at the end of the day, if men are like playing by these rules, it's only because they realize, right, these are the rules that is kind of set up, because it's kind of like what women are interested in too, and it's kind of the game that men are playing. So kind of the yin yang, kind of have to deal with the best of it still. And plus, guys, with things being like this, yeah, it gives you an advantage. And what I mean by that is that when you're seeing women acting in a certain way you don't like, it's easy to just go like look for a girl that is more closer to what your morals are and what you're looking for. You know what I mean, guys? It's way more easier, guys. So please take that into consideration as well. Like, trust me, there's a lot of women out here that is not like what like a lot of people cover content on the modern women and stuff like that. But with that being said, there is certain things within female nature that tend to go for pretty much most females, if not all, if that makes sense. Like, come on, like if a man is being like honest, like being assertive about what he's doing and making sure everything is calm, pretty sure females are gonna find that calm. But if he's being a wimp, a waste man, like come on joke thing, they're not gonna find that attractive. You know what I mean?
Right? Men can have loads of sex, and it's always going to be like women with loads of sex. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the only way I can put it. You're gonna know. You can't say,
And-
oh, it's my body.
Well, it's-
You know,
and
nobody
because
can
we-
tell, because you're gonna be no amount of lime and salt can help you.
Yeah, because you get trauma from
He's
everyone.
laughing.
Like you can't say like okay. That girl that came in earlier, you could tell she hadn't slept with a lot of people because she was just so nice and like you can like feel it on a girl.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're not like traumatized. Because if you sleep with 20, 30, 40 guys, the odds that one is going to hurt you is like higher and higher and higher.
Yep.
Like how do you go through that many guys and none hurt you? Come on.
Yeah.
None? You came out unscathed? Come on.
It's not about sex. It's not. I mean, a man doesn't hurt you just because you're having sex with him. It hurts you for a lot of other reasons, and doesn't matter this sex. Like it's not about sex.
Well, but
What the fuck is she talking? Bro, what the fuck? You know every guy is watching not about sex. What the fuck? Are you on drugs? What the fuck did she take? I'm joking. You know how it is, guys. But a lot. But I hope she clears it up, cause I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even know what the fuck she's on about right now.
It actually hurts you when it does something wrong. I don't think it does something wrong in bed. It can do something wrong, in any other occasion. Actually, probably they're gonna be good in bed and then probably doing.
But that's like a masculine trait is not being able to bond with men through sex, because women tend to bond with men through sex unless they've slept with a lot of people, then they don't.
Yeah.
Why we don't just think about that a women can enjoy sex as a man? Like,
No,
what's
you
the
can-
difference? Like,
can't.
you can
Because women end
enjoy.
up catching feelings, no matter what.
Who said-
Most of the
That's
time
what
they
you
do.
like to think.
It's the
What?
truth.
That's
We've
what you like
experienced
to
it.
think. No, you
No,
don't.
I just know quick just around.
No, just to let man know, yeah, that like I personally think that there is a lot of women out here that do not catch feelings as quick as a lot of guys like to think as well. Because I'm not even gonna lie, there are some chicks out here that is ruthless, my G, ruthless. So, guys, be wary. Like, don't be just like thinking just because you're smashing the thing and that like, oh, there's a connection, bruv. Like, trust me, you have to look at her actions, like what is her plans and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? And make sure, guys, that like woman puts in effort for you in any way, put in that effort back, bro. Cause come on, it's hard out here to find a good one.
Guys in the room, I'm just asking, have you ever slept with a girl that said it was casual and then she caught feelings?
Yes.
Yes.
Ish.
Yeah, that is because there's a lot of girls that like secretly do like the guy and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they like, because they already smashed a few times, she's like, oh fuck it, I'm just gonna tell him that I do like him and that. But you know what I mean? I just wanted to play his game just so I can get close to him and stuff like that. Like, that is a factor. Like, come on, guys.
Ish, yeah. Have you ever slept with a girl that casually
Yeah,
and then she
come
caught
on.
feelings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know your name, but yes, yes, yeah. Give me yes or no. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 4 random guys are in this room all saying the
Yeah,
same
what
thing.
about the opposite? Why you didn't ask me
What do you mean?
if I stop any kind of, relationship with a man
Because we
if
weren't
it was
because we
casual?
weren't talking about you. We were talking about the men.
Yeah, no, but me as a woman, no, me as a Alessandra. Like, if that can happen for a man, he stopped to see someone because he was catching feeling. That can happen also with a man. The only thing is that men usually.
Yeah. Well, without a doubt, that happens to guys as well. Like at the end of the day, like she's got a point as well. Like, there is guys that as soon as they even see some, bro, they're all over it, bruv. Whipped on a mad thing, easily.
They just don't say when they catching feeling because they feel like, you know, it's the stereotype of men. So it's not allowed to say, yeah, I'm falling in love, just having sex with you. So he wouldn't say that. He wouldn't say that.
No, but like Pearl said, we don't really, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. But the reality is it doesn't work both ways.
So listen, if a
Yeah. For the majority, it doesn't really work both ways and stuff like that. Because thinking most guys are gonna catch feelings, and that the chances of that is very low, in my opinion.
man catches feelings for a woman, he's with that woman forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gonna stick with her.
Yeah.
And that's the
if he
difference.
does other
If a woman catches feelings, she's gonna chase that man even though it's a one night stand. But if a man catches feelings, then that's his woman. That is his woman. Simple as that.
Because men hold
Yeah, it's true, because that's his woman at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, that was a banging video from the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel. And yeah, Auntie was saying some good points in there. And yeah, overall, I think the video was a good video. Hopefully you guys, you know, we broke down some things. Hopefully you guys are happy with the video. Any comments you have, please comment down below. Any conversations, I'm more than happy to have. And yeah, guys, I'll be catching you in the next one. Please smash like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.